All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shin Day. Gosh, I keep doing that. Big Daddy Shin, year five, fifth anniversary of Big Daddy Shin today on April 11th, 2015. So it was a pretty exciting run. And so I did do the other video just so, you guys can get understanding, whatever. And then I figure, you know what? Might as well do a live. And then so let me straighten this out so people could ask me questions and whatever. So this one, it's like if you want to ask me anything about the like last 5 years, that's what you do. What's going on, Madison? Fan number one, New Jersey. Jeff Giordano, one of my all-time fans. So, um, yeah, I figure I'd go throughout the years 2015 when I started, 2016, 17, 18, 19, now up to here, right? So, what is it? What's going on? So, anyways, yeah, I was just, in this whole thing that we're going through right now, I figure, you know what? It's like I need to do something interesting. So I know some people are they're tired of the whole what's going on, man? What's going on, Vince? So I figure, you know what? I'll go through my history, just memory lane. Just this is one time where you just get a soda or something, and then it's story time. Start from the very first time where my friend Sean was telling me, oh yeah, you should do these videos, and your dad could watch you and stuff. Man, Jeff, that SmackDown, the wrestling with no fans, I just can't get into it. I just saw it. So, what is it? All right, yeah. So I have no idea what time all those people. Hey, Eduardo, what's going on? So I know that a lot of people they watch my stuff. They don't watch my stuff. They don't know why, but I'll tell you why. So in the very beginning, 2015, when I started doing it, right, and my dad was pretty sick, and then so I knew that when I went to go visit him, I would just tell him the stories that's going on and everything. But then what happened is my friend told me, yeah, you know what, you do this whole YouTube channel thing. I'm on YouTube, horrible. So then I took my first video and you could actually see that. I mean that's like I don't know 4,000 videos ago, whatever, right? And then so I didn't even know what to do. I really didn't because all this stuff was all new to me. I just thought YouTube, you just throw up videos and just whatever. People watch them or whatever, right? But then soon after that, when I did the how to eat cream barbecue video, right? And then even at Creamistry, all of a sudden people started watching this whole Korean barbecue video thing. And that one was like my first viral video. So whenever I went to that restaurant, Gen Korean barbecue, right? Then people go like, "Oh, hey, you're the Korean barbecue dude." I'm like, "Wow, this is pretty cool." There were like 5 videos, maybe 10 videos, whatever, right? Yeah, and then so what happened was, you know, it was pretty nice. You get some subscribers going on that way, right? But the one that hit was when I did that Chinese foot massage video, right? So I just did that for my belly dance friends, and then it just blew up. And all of a sudden, I got a lot of people watching me for this whole, you know, belly dancing. No, not belly dancing. Just for the Chinese foot massage video, and then that one took a life of its own. Because I thought people were gonna watch videos of like when I go to Disneyland, when I go do all these different things, whatever. And then I was doing my best. Go, gosh, what do people want to see, right? But it's crazy that first year on finding out what people wanted to watch. Out of all the videos to watch, it turned out that my most viewed one, aside from the Chinese foot massage, was my how to put a bandana around your head, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on, Larissa, right? And then so I that one, and then like how to change a windshield wiper. I'm like, wow, that was pretty crazy. I mean, so I realized that my philosophy was okay. I'm going to do as many different topics as possible. So when I type a thing on YouTube like how do you do this, how do you do that, whatever, answer a question. If I can't find the answer, then I'll make that video. So, throughout the years, I did come up with some hits. I did come up with a lot of misses. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I knew that when I started this, I'm not going to be one of those dudes that have like, hundreds of thousands, millions subscribers. Those people are like hardcore. They just do whatever the people want you guys to do and stuff, right? What's going on, Olivia? So I'm explaining my whole channel. So I do stuff that interests me, and then it turns out that okay, if you watch my videos and you're actually watching this one, that means we'd probably be real friends in real life, right? So that's my whole vibe. I'm not gonna trick you into watching my videos or saying like, oh, you know, Steve goes here and then guess what happens next. No, I don't do those ones. You guys know my life. You guys know like the different districts I taught in or the different places I go. You guys watch me like learn Spanish and go to the belly dance events or just whatever I do, whatever all my friends who I hang out with. It's really scary on how much I actually put on here, right? You hear yes, that's what I did hear about too. And then you have Madison, right? My top subscriber from New Jersey, right? So, you see things along the way, and it's been an interesting ride. And the thing is, I get it. It's like before when I used to do like the whole commercial acting, and like you could find my commercials if you really, really look hard, right? But when I taught in LA and then going to the different auditions and stuff, it was like a big rush. You drive like an hour to do like a 2-minute audition, and then you drive 2 hours to go back home just to find out they might call you back. And then a couple times they did, but a lot of times they didn't. But when I started doing the whole YouTube thing, it like gave me my rush, right? Thanks a lot, by the way, for thanks for the congratulations. So, I realized, oh shoot, I can make my own stuff. People watch it. I don't even care if one person watches it, right? Somebody watched it because some people like, but I remember doing the whole thing for Fantasmic at Disneyland, right? I thought it was a great view because I watched from directly in the center and I'm like, oh man, this is an awesome live video. Let me do it, right? And then I had like one watcher, right? It's like, you know what? I don't care if there's only one watcher. Because thing is, it's like that one person that's taking the time to watch my channel, F it. I'm gonna show the whole thing. It's no big deal. Some people they're like, oh, I don't have enough. I remember one thing I didn't want to do was ever start a video. Like even if it says 0, right? I'm never gonna like one of the biggest tips I got was always act like you're talking to like a millions of people, because if you start going like, oh, you have like 5 people on here, and then and like, oh, let's wait till other people come on, let's okay, so hey, how are you guys doing, right? No, because those people that are watching, they're important. So you guys that are watching right now, super important. Thank you very much. So that first year, it was one of those exciting things where I had no idea what's going on. I really didn't. It's like, oh, hey, are you a YouTuber? I'm all ashamed to like tell everybody, because it's like it's the hardest thing was getting your first 20 subscribers. It really is, because if you have like 3, right? Even the dude that started me off, he didn't even subscribe to my channel. I'm like, this sucks, right? But it took a while before my mom and my brother and all them, that added me or whatever. But the thing is, it's like I never wanted to go to my friends and go, "Hey, everybody, I'm starting this YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe to me?" Well, what do you have on there? Nothing. My 3 videos, right? So that's what I watched you was when you had your custom Dodger. Thanks, Vince. Yeah, that one was one of my favorite ones, and it got banned. Well, it got blocked, but I took out the song. There was a song in the background that was like copywritten or whatever, and it blocked me. And I was like, oh gosh, so I had to cut it, right? But just going out, having a good time, and then that's when I realized it's like my channel's about happiness, right? Just having a good time, because everybody has all their different stuff that they have in their life, whether it's like good or bad or whatever, right? They have their own problems and stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and complain about things like, oh, can you believe what's going on? No, because thing is, everybody has those worries, right? So I tried to be the whole distraction. Now, the thing is, in my place, there's not too many distractions that we had. The only distraction you guys probably have now is that this side is bigger than this side right here, right? I screwed up. Yes, I get it. But some of the people that like are really paying attention, it's like I'm like, okay, do I just leave it down and do it perfect one day? No, I rushed. This thing went down because of these things. All right, so I had to get these. These are like the 3M stickers. You come in a box that looks like this, kind of, right? And then so what you do is you actually fold them in half. They're Velcro, like that, right? And then fold the other one. And then you just rip it, and then you take one off and you stick them. So I stuck one, two, three, four, five, six. I think I've put 8 of them on there. So thing is, not that expensive. But then when I did it before, it's like it fell, and I was super pissed. I'm like, oh my gosh, hold on, I'm wearing something swear. All right, I'm glad. Yes, I have my fans that I know, right? So the fans wearing the stuff, and yes, the people that I said, yeah, I'm gonna send you guys some gear one day, one day. Actually, what's coming in the mail now? They're being made in China right now. I know some people. Oh, what? What is that? Why is that like this? Ah, whatever. Okay, that's just part of the video. We'll just say that. Um, yeah, I know they're being made in China. A lot of people that hate China and stuff. I get it. I get it. Right. But by the time they come here, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have some, and I'll figure out how to get it to whoever wants one for free. But basically, they're the bandana masks that go over your face, right? But then it's gonna be this, the smile. It's gonna go like this, right? And then so thing is, I'm like, oh my gosh, I always wanted to get it a long time ago, but some of you guys know me that I take time to do stuff. I'm like, it's not important, not important. But can you imagine if I had those now, right? We have everybody out there like at Costco wearing these things. It'd be great. But thing is, hey, Master, I told you, just message me. So, what is it? Yeah, I'm gonna get that. And can you imagine if I had it now? And then so all these people in this whole pandemic, they would have wanted one. It's not like it's like gonna N95 and like kill germs and stuff. But all these people that need those homemade ones are like, oh, what am I gonna do homemade ones, right? They like cut a bra in half or something. I don't know, whatever they do. But this one, yeah, by the time I get it from China, it's going to be like a month anyway, right? So it's like it's going to be over. Hopefully we're all going to be back to work and everything, and then it's no big deal. But I always thought these things would be super cool. Now, thing is, I didn't want to do it before because I'm scared that like somebody's going to rob a bank with one, right? Can you imagine? Like 4 kids get robbed and da 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 da, and they did you identify them? Yeah, they're wearing masks with this guy. It says Big Daddy Shin on it. I'm like, great. That's what I don't want. Okay. Yeah, my friend texted me a message. So she wrote she wrote on Facebook like, "Oh look, I went to Norm's and I bought $10 and they gave her a tray of eggs." I'm going, what kind of promo is that, right? So thing is, I texted her like a couple hours ago, and she just texted me, "Yes, it's a promo. I don't know how long it's for." It's like, well, you know what? It's a little too late for me to go today, even though they're open 24 hours. But you know what? You go there, take out, and then I don't know. I feel embarrassed. Hey, do you get eggs with this? So yeah, the different types of merch. That's what we're working on. But in the beginning, I don't know if any of you guys were here for that long. I had that double camera. I missed the heck out of that double camera. Right? I know. So ah, awesome, Olivia. I'll learn that story later. One day. Actually, pretty soon I'll be able to do the whole thing where you could call in and I could put like your screen up here and stuff. That'd be super cool, right? But the technology, it is moving, right? But back then, when I had that double screen from the Galaxy phones. Oh my gosh, that was so awesome. And then they got that update that like screwed it all up. So I'm pretty pissed on that. But that was my thing. It was like reaction video wherever you saw me go, and it moved on pretty well, right? And then moving on to the next year where a lot of things were happening. Ah, okay. Well, I know Emma will be here eventually. So, you know, I think that's a time like in 2016 is where a lot of different things happen. I was teaching in East LA, and then we got picked up to sing with Black Eyed Peas for a Spanish uh, awards show, and then we went to the parades. We're doing a lot of different things, and it's pretty exciting. I was a lot of my Disney videos. That's where like I think my Kobe Bryant video went up, and a lot of my videos started hitting, and it was really strange. I think that's when the Chinese foot massage one did too. Maybe it was, and then my Oreo commercial. Oh no, my commercial started popping around that year too. I'm like, wow, this is amazing, right? So that's what happened that year, and then I think 2016. Yes, that was the year that I started singing in Spanish, and then I did that video for the Espinosa Paz one. So my kids helped me with the Spanish, and then Harold, right? He produced the video, and then that's where I started getting a lot of the fans from Mexico. Well, there's a lot around the world. It's weird. Some of my videos they hit worldwide, right? But that one, anybody that spoke Spanish, I was like this novelty, this Korean dude that spoke Spanish, and then so it was great. So whenever I go to Mexico, it's like I could get along with people. I mean, it took a while. I mean, honestly, if I didn't meet Lou, right? Some people they think that Mafair was the first one I met, but it was Lou. So I met Lou at a belly dance festival, and then her mom is the one that's in charge of the group, right? Yeah. Well, Fireball, he'll be around, and then yeah, from that's when I learned, what Central Mexico is like, and then I'd go there back and forth, and they taught me my Spanish, and then here you go, total Mexican. So now it's like I learned to embrace the culture, and then when I start teaching in East LA, yeah, it was like the perfect fit. So wherever I went, I mean, when I taught in Orange County, I mean, yeah, okay, the Latino people they didn't speak Spanish, which was really strange, right? Now that I'm up in the high desert, it's like the parents speak it, but a lot of well, half the kids do and half of them don't, right? So, well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, but yeah, you guys got to send me a picture. I want to see what you guys look like, right? So, anyways, after doing the whole Spanish thing and eventually move up to the high desert, I mean, here I am, right, doing my thing, and then so trying to lose weight. Eventually, I'll get it. I've been planning a lot of stuff out since I've been, you know, hanging out, right? And then I didn't realize how much I missed the gym, and then I'm just living as normal as I possibly can. And then so working on trying to get the latency of my videos to get better. Well, I mean, I have to use my better camera. I know you guys seen the thing. You guys seen the camera that I have. I got to make it. Hold on. Oh, so what happened is on that one. So the break free diet. Okay, it was a great diet. Don't get me wrong. Okay, Shannon Gleason. She's one of my friends from high school, and it was a great program. Okay, now for her and all my other friends, they're always like talking about it, and they've lost major weight. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but what happened is I'm like, okay, I wanted to just try it just so I could learn the secret. Okay, so what I do, I go there, I pay like I don't know, $400 or whatever it is for a month. I'm going, gosh, that's a lot, right? I told her, okay, look, I just want to do it for 1 month. But thing is, I realize that it's probably a multi-level marketing thing, right? I realize that it's like, people have to go and like promote and like sell to other people. But it wasn't. She told me, okay, you're just going to get 1 month and that's it. And then we'll go from there. Awesome. And then I asked, hey, so how's this money thing work? It's like they don't make money off signups. They make money off the people like buying product. I'm like, okay, that's fair enough, right? So let me see what gosh, Madison, that's rough. Okay, so what happened is the product worked, but all those bars that they gave you enough for like the whole month. So it's basically $400 for your whole food, and then you're supposed to eat one meal of like like a light healthy meal. But everything what it was they're all 110 calories. So whether they're the bar, the chips, or like the shake or whatever, everything is 110 calories, and then you have to eat five of those a day plus one like good healthy meal. And then so if you do the math, that's 550 calories for the bars. Some days I would just eat 6 bars and just that's it, right? So it's 660 calories and go to sleep, drink a lot of water, but you're eating every 2 hours, right? Now, the thing is, if you do the math, guy my size, it's like I need about like 3,000 calories to just like, you know, to be at 250 or something, right? But going down to 600 calories, let's say I had an ambitious day and then I eat 1,000 calories, right? It was just too much. And then so, thing is, the program has it where the guys and the girls they eat the same exact plan. So girls, when they're like weighing 150 or whatever, it's less for girls to eat. But I was eating the same amount that girls are supposed to eat. So when I saw the pictures of these dudes and the girls, they look, amazing, not phenomenal, right? But you see their before and after pictures, like, oh my gosh, it's awesome, right? But then some of the guys, they lost weight and it looked like really sick. It's like old people lose weight. Does that make sense? Emma, what's going on? So that's why I stopped that. Oh, and also they sent me another box without me knowing, and then it cost me $500. I'm like, $500 for this? No, I don't think so. Right? And then I tried to return it, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna send you a return slip in 2 weeks." 2 weeks? Just email me the thing, right? Never came. I did a chargeback on B of A. I still didn't eat the thing. I had the box waiting there. And then so if they send me a thing, whatever, I don't know. But then I was kind of pissed. Do I blame my friend? No, I don't. I don't blame my friend. I mean, she's really good at what she does on there, and she looks great. And all my other friends that are doing it, they look amazing. But thing is, for me, no, I need the cheat day. That's when I realized that no matter what plan you do, you just got to stick with it. So if you're going to do it where you do this, eat the bars every day and lose weight for minimal calories, the calorie deprivation, okay, stick with it and just keep going, right? There's no end. There's no end to that. But, the ones where you do the whole like, eat for 6 days and have cheat day, that's one I want to do. Well, the thing is, it did work for me. I'm not going to lie. It worked. I mean, I remember it's like the first like week, I think I was down like 15 pounds. But thing is, I realized I can't do this. That I know this can't last forever, right? And then so what? I'm supposed to lose 60 pounds in a month. I could have. I think I really could at least lost 50 pounds in a month just eating that stuff, right? But I'm like, gosh, it can't be good long term to do that just to live on bars. I mean, I get it. Is it better to live like that than to live like fat like I'm doing right now? I don't know. I mean, it comes down to, you know, weighing out what you enjoy, right? So, I don't know. That's why when Harold finishes building that house, We're gonna start running. So I think that's what it is. I just need to do agility drills and stuff. Yes, exactly. So, I mean, the good thing is when I dropped the exercising the 30 minutes a day, I thought that was pretty reasonable. But it comes down to I need to eat. I need to just want it. You know, I need to want to lose the weight and go for it. So I'm not lying. I did learn a lot of stuff throughout the years on what you're supposed to do, and then so it's all starting to make sense. Finally, right? I mean, it has to eventually, but I just got to just be able to discipline myself, not eat after a certain time, drink a lot of water. Like today, I didn't drink that much water. I should have, right? I mean, I only ate. What did I eat today? I don't know. Fried dumplings. My friend made me four, right? Actually, okay, two of them I microwaved, and that was really stupid because the other two I thawed them out because you're supposed to fry them, and I found out it was raw. So I'm like, oh. So basically, when I ate the microwave one, I'm like, oh wow, it's all mushy and stuff, right? Yeah, it was. It wasn't the best thing ever. And then what else I had? I had two pieces of pizza. There you go. Am I hungry? No. It's like all this whole staying at home stuff. You had that boredom eating and everything. That's uh, that's not too fun, right? But another thing is I actually started doing these things. These this. So one of my former students uh, gave me these. Okay, these are like bootleg AirPods. But I never tried them before because I hate it when my students wear these things, right? So thing is, I'm like, I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use them. These things, no, these are called I11s. Okay, I'm like, I hate it when my students use it. I'm not going to get in the habit of it. What do? I figure, okay, when I walk around, I could go listen to AM radio and listen about whatever things going on. But these things, I like sticking stuff in my ear. But they're like this big. Now they're trying to pair up with my phone, right? I'm gonna keep them in here because I don't want them to pair up with my phone right now because I want the microphone from the phone to be able to do all the stuff, right? But what is it? I've been talking to a couple of my friends. You have Shoddy that you're gonna see a lot of videos with him soon, and he's like this master producer. And then so since all the shows have been postponed or canceled, he needs things to do. So one of the things he's going to do is help me do my stuff. You have Jose who knows how to do the whole live stuff and get it look like it's like a TV show, right? But between the both of them, I should be able to use a different program where I'm going to actually have my laptop set up and then I'll have my better camera and a better microphone, so all my stuff will sound really good, and I'll be able to switch out with different screens on, getting people to call a Google phone number, and then be able to do it. It's like, oh my gosh, that'd be pretty awesome. Talk about people trying to troll my show, though. That'd be funny. It's like, all right, you're on. It's like you're a jerk. It's like, thanks. Taylor, what's going on? So I hope you figured out what you're doing for your online. So get this, my school they bought this online program that it's like it gives over 300 classes of school, K through 12, kindergarten through 12th grade. And then so thing is before, like a lot of these schools that are shut down, they want the teachers to go online program and give you guys some type of worksheets or whatever lesson plans and go do it. Now thing is some people do it, some people don't do it, whatever. But thing is this program gave us an option that we could use it. And it turns out that for music, they had foundations of music, which is super easy, music appreciation, which is kind of easy, and then AP music theory, which is like super hard. But what happens is all those three are year-long courses, and they have it where it's like the tests, the lectures, everything's on it, get graded, right? And then, yeah, I could see how these things could break. But what I realize is a lot of my students they don't have much to do, and then so I'm like, you know what? Let me just stick you in Spanish, French, German, all those things. I'm like, oh man. And then it turns out that some of my other friends, they have like kids that are like in fourth and fifth grade, and then they're only getting worksheets from their teachers from other districts. I'm like, shoot, I'll just register them. And then I put, fourth grade English, fourth grade science, fourth grade math, so they could, keep learning as time goes on. I'm like, this thing is great. So they have a class that's like middle school personal finances. So this is the class where all the people say like, hey, you know what they should teach? They should teach the kids how to balance their checkbooks or teach them about taxes and how to buy stuff, whatever. Well, this is the class. They have it. And then so if you guys want it, send me a message. I'll register you, right? Vince, I know you want that stuff in Vegas, right? And then if you want to do plumbing, they have plumbing, electrician. They have a lot of stuff on there. I'm like, wow. And it's free for all my kids. Ah, Lexi, I have no idea. So what happens is if you guys want to register for my music classes, then just have Madison send me a message. And then I'll get you guys registered and you guys can start taking classes. Awesome. And then so I don't know when the ones where I'm going to teach like online, whatever. I should, because all my dance friends are doing the whole Zoom and they're all that stuff, right? So I need to figure out how to do that. But thing is, if you guys been on my Instagram live, shows or whatever, yeah, you have all the trolls coming on and stuff like that. So I got to figure out how we get it so the people that actually just want to learn will just come on, right? So we'll see. Um. Okay, so Vince, the music production part, I only have AP Music Theory, Foundations of Music, and Music Appreciation. Well, I don't know. 1400s. I don't know who gave me that one. But yeah, if that's what it is, awesome. Maybe you don't need the class. But I think the best one to get was middle school Spanish, French and German, right? I mean, it's one of each. And then if you get better, then there's Spanish 1, then there's Spanish 2, then Spanish 3, Spanish 4, Spanish literature. I'm like, wow, the district didn't pull any punches on this one. So NASCAR alone, no, I don't. But Jeff Giordano probably does, right? I didn't go to NASCAR events since Sonoma, and then that was fun. But I just didn't have time. I know my school went to the one in Fontana, right? But I do love the thrill of NASCAR. I mean, shoot, any sport. I'd even pay to watch professional paper rock scissor or something. Watch. Ready? One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. All right. I don't know. I don't know how I did, but you could tell me. I think maybe I'll do videos on that too. It's like, all right, let's go. Um, what is it? I don't know. I'm just trying to think about different stuff. That Okay, so Taylor, about my moving, right? One day I will. So Taylor asked, "Am I still moving?" Yes. But what happened is, I was supposed to move in yesterday, right? Like if the whole thing went through. But when the whole school canceled, I canceled my escrow. So that means I was ready to buy this thing, and then I'm getting my loan put through and all that stuff, right? But when 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 they canceled school, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna go over buy this house, and then there's not gonna be any school, and I'm like, oh crap, right? And then so we have no idea when this whole thing's gonna be going on, so I had to cancel. So in the meantime, I paid off all my credit cards, I paid off my car, and my credit score went through the roof. I went sky high. I was like, holy crap, that's amazing, right? I'll tell you my score. What the hell, right? Yeah, I went from six. Okay, I was at 705, and then when I was doing that whole mortgage thing, it went down to 670, and then now it went up to 761. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'll brag about it. Why not? So yeah, so now when August and September comes around, and then I try to buy the same house, it's going to be cheaper per month because I'm going to get a better percentage rate. So I probably save myself like $600 or $700. So, but yeah, Taylor, invite your family over. Why not? Right? It's the thing I love about our my area is that it's like a total community area. Feels like it feels like like Andy Griffith show. Hey, no, don't feel bad about the credit score because because thing is, if I would have bought the house with my score as it was that I didn't cancel, then I would be right now instead of here, I'd be up there and I'd be paying about I don't know $3,800 per month, right? And I'm like, oh gosh, when I teach after school and teach all this stuff, then it's fine. But then I don't have that. But with this score now, it should be like in the 2000s. It should be that much difference. So that's what I'm cool about that. Lowest credit score. Okay. So Vince, my lowest score ever in the history of me, I don't know. I was probably like in the 500s right at one point. I mean, when I finished when I was like 21, 22, I did a lot of stupid things. A lot of people, you know, not everybody, but I was one of the people that did stupid things, right? So I'm hovering around there, not paying my stuff, thinking like, oh, it's no big deal if I don't pay it. It's no big deal if I don't. Who cares about collections on stuff, right? And then so I was big time loser that way. And then so eventually, when I got my first job and or first, salary job, and okay, cool, I could start paying the stuff. And then when I started paying off the payments, and it start to, my debt would lower, and then my credit would score go up. But for the longest time, I was hovering around maybe 650, 640, right? And I think this last job put me up there because I was able to pay off my debts, right? But when you hang out with like higher, like if you're always flirting with the limit of your credit, then yeah, your credit score is going to go down. And then those, if you have a late payment, so basically you had to be 60 days late for them to report the 30 and the 60, if that makes sense. So if you're just 30 days late, they won't report it just yet. Just send me messages on Instagram. Tell me what you want. So, what is it? Yeah, gas prices they'll probably go up, but they have to go up. I mean, I wish they would stay this low forever, right? But then, a lot of those foreign countries they're doing it really low to try to put the American companies out of business. So thing is, we need to do it where we start buying the oil from the American companies, so our economy will be better, right? Because right now, why are we paying like other countries for certain things where we could just buy them here, right? So when we get through all this recession, we're gonna hit a major depression. It's gonna be nuts. Everything is like it's gonna like well housing it's gonna get really cheap, right? Which sucks for everybody except for me. But I feel bad, but you're gonna have a lot of people that can't afford their houses and stuff. It's gonna be nuts. So we need to build up as a country, but the only way to do it is if everyone starts going to work. Yes, I'm still a Disneyland pass holder, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna extend your pass as long as this thing is going." So I'm like, big deal, right? I just want to be open summer. The day it opens, I'm going. I don't care if they, take my temperature and whatever. I'm still gonna go. Why not, right? Okay, so This is what's going to happen, Taylor. Okay, if if it lasts longer than 6 months, we're in trouble. But hopefully, it lasts only like 1 or 2 more months. Like they're saying, like okay, maybe like May, maybe June. That's fine. But what happens is the the Great Depression back then was only our our country, I think, right? This one, the Great Recession in 2008 was those are all the people that were like investing in stock markets and buying houses, and it's like people that had bad credit, they're buying houses they couldn't afford, all that kind of stuff. That's what ruined that one. But this one, it's like everybody's forced to stay in home. They're saying like don't leave your house, don't do this, don't go to work. It's like wait a minute, if I don't go to work, what's going to happen, right? So you have a lot of people forced to stay home, and then they can't pay their bills. Now they had to go on unemployment, but unemployment is only good for 6 months. After 6 months, then you're on your own, right? So unemployment doesn't give you as much as you did working at a job. So when you go from that to zero, it's gonna be nuts. And then they're doing these things like you don't have to pay your rent, for a couple months, but you have to prove that you're infected. But it doesn't mean it's free. So just say, let's say your rent's $1,000, right? And then you don't pay it for 3 months. In month four, you got to pay $4,000, and you don't have a job. So thing is, you're gonna have a lot of people dealing with that kind of stuff, and it's gonna be rough. It is. So, but if they end it soon, we should be fine. But I don't know. So I told it's supposed to last the rest of the year. You know what? We don't really know how long it's gonna be. So it could be a month, could be 2 months, could be a year. I don't think it could be because okay, for me, I think I had it. I really think I did in January. I was really sick, but it didn't feel like a regular flu, and and but it's the thing is, it. I mean, I know people, they're dying and all this stuff, and then, but it's like people die from a lot of stuff anyway. My friend, recently passed away from a motorcycle accident. You know, and then so you have people, dying from obesity, heart attacks. So whether you get it, yeah, but thing is, for the whole economy to shut down, it's like I see people that like I don't know. It's it's it's. I hope that it gets better soon. People try to make it all politics and stuff. Why don't they change the unemployment thing? I mean, we can't work, so what will we do? Okay, so here's how unemployment works, right? You have people who pay taxes, right? And then so taxes go to the federal government, all that stuff. Now, thing is, unemployment's supposed to be like if you're out of a job and you don't have it, then your companies pay unemployment insurance. So your boss, let's say you work at, okay, let's say I had a company, right? Let's say we had BDS Corporation and Taylor, you worked for me, but I had to lay you off because of cuts. Okay, so you're fired, but then you go unemployment, and then so what happens is I have to pay your unemployment. That makes sense. And let's say other people are working for me too, and then your whole class they're unemployed. I had to pay for everybody. Now, the thing is that lasts for 6 months, but in the whole time, I'm losing money too because I don't have a business anymore, but I have to pay your unemployment for 6 months. Make sense? And so once I run out of money and I don't have any protection, I just run out of money. So when there's no more money for you to get, there's really not much you could get for the unemployment. Does that make sense? So eventually the money runs out. Same thing with the whole, with teacher salaries. I mean, I'm sure one day people won't be able to pay the property taxes. Okay, so yes. Did that make sense, Taylor? My battery's about to run dead in about 15 minutes, by the way. Okay. Anyways, on to more happier things. Now, when you do go back to school, when you do go back to work, you got to thank your lucky stars that you guys can actually do that. Okay? Because what happens is some people they're not they go to school just to screw around and then they don't want to learn, so they're happy that they're not even going to school because they can't screw around with people, right? Oh, okay. The boss that fired you, right? It has to be for like not your fault. If it's your fault, I don't think you get anything. But they have this thing, unemployment insurance, that they pay just in case anybody loses their job, right? Just like you pay for your car insurance, that like if you get an accident, they'll fix your car. Earthquake insurance, if there's an earthquake, then they'll fix your house, right? So the unemployment insurance is like when you have workers and something happens, like there's something called workers' compensation. If one of your workers get hurt, then they get helped on there too. Okay. But when your business is shut down, right? That means all of a sudden, whatever company that you're doing, they're not in business anymore. I'm seeing a lot of businesses shut down. Then they can't pay anything. So you only get a certain amount of stuff, and I think the rule is 6 months. And then I think you get 3 months, and then you can get an extension for another 3 months. But that's when you have to realize, you know what? Got to get a job at Costco. Costco, Home Depot, grocery stores. Those places are always in business. And the thing is, it's like In and Out. In and Out's supposed to be somewhere great to work. I heard they pay pretty well to get the dental, medical, all that different stuff. And yeah, Vince, that stimulus check, it is going to help out, but it's only 1 month, dude. So we're going to see what happens the following month. And then supposedly they're coming in. They're coming in soon. Uh, no, you can't do it for a year. I heard you might be able to get some extensions. Who knows? Yeah. So, Taylor, you got to remember too. Unemployment is not that much. Okay. So, okay. Actually, I don't know how long they're gonna be able to do that, Vince. Because thing is, for someone to get unemployment like that, right? It's what $900 every 2 weeks. So basically, wait, it's not $600 a week. There's no way. Is that what you wrote? $600 a week. Okay, $600 a week. So that's 2,400 plus your 1,800 for the 900 every 2 weeks. So that's the 20. Wait, 600, 2,400, 3,400. That's $4,200 a month that you're getting from unemployment. And then some people, they don't even make that much money, when there's nothing going on. So they're actually making out like bandits. They're like, all right, let's keep this thing forever. But like I said, one day the money runs out. When they're saying like, oh yeah, we're like trillions of dollars in debt, like the America, right? Where'd they find this $2 trillion to go pay everybody for unemployment or the stimulus thing? And then it's gonna be rough. So actually, Taylor, take the personal finance class that I put you guys in, and then you can learn about all this stuff. Yeah, but in I think high desert, if things go back to normal, it's gonna go back to normal sooner there than in LA. So all the bigger cities, they're gonna. I think those are the ones that are gonna have to take longer time to be able to go back to work because the smaller cities that are like more spread out, right? They already have their spacing, so I think they would be willing to put those people back into work. And I think the people up in that area in high desert, they want to go back to work soon. I do. I really do. Yeah. Staying home, it's not the business. All right. Good night. Yeah. Just do your best, Taylor. Hang in there. Yeah. So I think you guys are the same age, Madison, Olivia. So, anyways, not to depress you guys all this stuff. I know it goes from like my whole 5 year anniversary. At least when I look back at this video, I'll know that what we were on state of mind over here, right? It's like, oh yeah, doing this, economy's like this. Madison has a girlfriend, all that stuff, right? And then, yeah, and then Vince, I can't imagine how boring Las Vegas is at this time. Well, I guess if you live there, you're really not going to the whole touristy things. So I guess you're probably not. Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. 5 years, 5 years and still going. We'll see how much I'll be able to do. So, yeah, if you guys send me your address, I will send you guys stuff, right? And then, yeah, but that's pretty much it. I hope you guys watch an Easter service tomorrow for church because it's a very important holiday for people who believe in God. Yes, but Las Vegas turns into a very good city when there's no gambling and bad things going on, right? But yeah, I can't imagine how dead it is over there. But yeah, if you guys have a chance to go watch some service tomorrow, that'd be awesome. My battery is about to die though. So I'll have more live feeds. I'll do a Worldwide Wednesday, where I'll just answer any question. Hopefully, we're out of this whole thing by then. But we're continuing. We're going to fight on. It's going to be awesome. So, anyways, thank you for being there for the last 5 years. The people that have been watching the replay, thanks for being there and being part of the whole BDS family. And well, hopefully it lasts longer than 5 years, right? My when I buy that house, it's going to be 30 more years. So, anyways, thanks for everything, everybody. And if you want me to do certain type of videos, write down in the comments. Awesome. But in the meantime, Big Daddy Chin. If I could be on YouTube for 5 years, you could be on YouTube for 5 years. All right, I'll see you next time. Yay!